Hello everybody and welcome back to another Kamo's Vlog here on, or Vlog Corner, if you guys remember. This used to be Kamo's Vlog way back in the day. Back in, I think it was like 100-something episodes ago, or something like that. Or I forget when I changed this officially. I'll have to check back on the, change. I think it was like 300. I forget how many editions ago. It was like 300 ago, or maybe 3. I forget. I'll have to get back onto that one. But anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to another Kamo's Vlog here on February 17th, 2018. Here for day 541. Here on a Saturday night, on a snowy Saturday night because it's currently snowing. So yeah, guys, hello. Welcome back to this again, and yeah, things are good. Things are very good. I wanted to do something different. So yeah, guys, I actually just got finished watching the episode for Dragon Ball Super and 128. So that's the reason why I'm recording this late. Hope you guys don't mind that. I'm gonna put this up as soon as I'm done with it. And I really can't spare any time because it's about 11:53 or something like that at night. I'm working 3 to 7 tomorrow, then I'm working 8 to 1 on Monday. And then my last 2 days are, actually, my last full day is Wednesday, actually, and then I go to Vegas on Thursday, yeah. And that is going to be, 4 or 5 days from now, actually. So yeah, guys, hello everybody and welcome back. I thought I'd address you guys on now, I know this is talked about, and I know this is a dialogue we kind of have to start, but, it seems that, I kind of have to weigh in on what's been happening with these problems that we've been having in this country. And if you guys are not aware what I'm talking about the... I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry guys, I just have to go to the bathroom real quick. It is about 11:55, I think, at night. And so yeah, guys, I'm talking about the park, Parkview, or Parkland, I forget what the name it is. Talking about the Florida shooting. I'll do this in a couple parts. I'll just go on what I think. To me, honestly, it was done in a school, which is the last place I think I want a shooting to happen, and my thoughts go out to the friends and family and of students, teachers who got caught up in this ridiculous tragedy that should never have happened. And to be honest, right now, guys, it's getting a little ridiculous, and it's got to be curbed. And how we're going to curb this is what we need to do. I know this is going to be hard. I know it's not as easy as we think, but we need to figure out how to get these guys, catch these guys, well, after they do it, before they do whatever to themselves. And we need to flat out study them. We need to study these people. The reason why I'm thinking about saying this is because I'm tackling the mental health issue on this. Clearly this guy was planning this out, and clearly he had mental trouble. And it's just coming out that they knew about this and they didn't do jack about it. They need to come up with preventive measures. They know somebody's going to plan an attack. They know somebody's going to do something. They better know it, and they better do something about it. It doesn't matter about... I know human life is a human life, and I'm not saying we should do this to everybody, but we should take action and figure out what makes them tick so we can try to prevent it. We don't need to lock them away. We don't need to send them to some mental hospital. We need to figure out what makes them tick so we can figure out to prevent it so we can help these people if they can be helped, obviously. Some people are resistant to that sort of thing, but we need to figure out two things. We need to figure out how these people tick, and we need to figure out what signs we need to look for, and we need to come up with a system for when people purchase firearms to figure out how, in God's name, what standards we need to have. Do we need to test people? Do we need to make sure do we need to give people a test? Do we need to make sure people are all there? Do we need to differentiate? We need to figure out a way to differentiate between stress and mental illness. There is a difference between both. Yes, it's hard to determine from the blind eye, but we need to educate people on how to see this stuff. And I fell victim to all this crap. If the proper authorities that stuck to protocol, because they didn't, we may not have had a shooting. We may have been able to save somebody's life. We may have been able to save a person's sanity. Maybe even put them back on the right track mentally. Because you know what? At the end of the day, somebody gets affected. I don't know if it's biological. I don't know if it's environmental. It can be both. It can be social. It can be biological. It can be social. And it can be psychological. What we need to do is if we catch one of these people, which I hope we do, I hope we catch this guy. Because this is getting ridiculous. When we catch him, we need to do a full run on this guy. And we got to do whatever we have. I don't care if we have to spend money on this. I want to see them do this. Because, honest to God, we need to spend money on testing and regulations for when people purchase firearms. I think that should be done. It's not to penalize the citizen. We just need to do a test at a live gun range, see if we can handle it, do a mental test, do whatever. We need to do this. If we have to go through a bunch of hoops to keep our rights, heck yes, why not? We have to, people in education and people in education, nursing, doctors, they have to keep credits so they can keep their license, right? And they have to do a bunch of crap so that they don't get hit for malpractice or everything, right? Let's do the same thing for firearm regulations. So maybe we can figure out if somebody is going to blow up a school or something, or shoot up a school. You know, I'm thinking about this in a video in 8 minutes, and it's taken. I mean, I'll outline what I want to see done. Obviously, there should be something in the way, and we're going to have to do that, and we're going to have to petition to make this right, because I don't want to see a person who's having trouble break down and resort to this, and I don't want people dying because somebody didn't seek out the proper help or somebody didn't get the proper guidance. We should figure out a way to do this because we got to do that. We got to tackle the root of the problem. It is the person. If a person is not mentally right to carry a firearms license, then we ban it. We restrict them. We take away the license just the way we take away a license from somebody who gets into an accident, drinks and drives. I know it's not as simple as that. I know some people in the NRA are going to be pissed. And if anybody in the NRA is with me on this and is not with me on this, you know what? You and the rest of this government suck. Basically, you guys are letting this happen, and you know what? We're gonna fight back. So, for those who head the NRA, freaking reach a middle ground. try to freaking. There's people who are law-abiding gun citizens, but if they're not, but that means if you're gonna abide by the laws, it means not only do you abide by societal standards on how to act, on how to conduct yourself when you have the responsibility of something that could possibly kill other people or you. Because if you don't know how to mentally use a firearm, or you don't know to, the license just needs to be taken, suspended, taken away, and you should redo the test, redo the class, and go through the same stuff, retest in a couple of years, then get your license back. And if you're still not fit by the end of all that, keep suspending until you got it right. I wish we would stop rushing stuff and just do this. It's going to cost money. It's going to take time to come up with. But why don't we start right now? And at the end of the day, if it's the people that are if it is the people that prove to more, and it's going to prove that the people are the problem, not the firearms. You'll watch. For those people, for those liberals out there, and for those Republicans that think this is going to go away, please, it's not going to go away. Let's work together, figure out a standard, come up with mental testing, figure out how these people tick, and end it. Or try to reduce it, try to prevent it. If we can save one person's mental capacity, one person's mental status, that's going to save hundreds and hundreds of lives. That is the reason why everybody's mind, everybody's intelligence, and everybody's being is important. Kind of the downfall being a society that's individualistic, where we think we're all the best. That is not the true meaning of individualism. The true meaning of individualism is we're not the best. We don't pump our chest. We don't do all this other crap. Individualism is our identity, our well-being, and everything. Everybody, every single individual in this country matters. Some people may not think of that, but I think that. It's how we act, how we carry ourselves, and if we can't act the way we will. If we can't operate a motor vehicle without getting drunk, that's a responsibility, because you're piloting a 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 5,000 pound vehicle. You're going to kill somebody if you run them over. Same thing with a gun. If you are not of right of mind, you're holding something that your brain obviously can't comprehend to use when you're under the influence of some mental state or some mental deficiency. We got to figure this out. And you know what? I may have already given some people ideas. I'm over delivering on you guys because it's a little past 12. This is still going to count as the 17th. It's going into the 18th, but it counts as the 17th. We need to come up with a standard. It's not going to be perfect, but we need to come up with a standard that will keep the guns out of people's hands that shouldn't have them. And you're going to see that criminal intentions, gangs, people who get guns illegally, and people who just use weapons for violence and use to prove something, which is pretty much pathetic and gutless. And you're a coward at the same time if you use a weapon to solve your problems. I'm sorry, but you are the lowest of the totem pole if you use your gun to solve your problems instead of words beforehand. I don't mean to offend anybody in the South. I don't mean to offend anybody that uses guns for a day living. police officers, I'm not aiming at you. I'm aiming at people that just do that. It's pathetic. We should come up with this. There should be a standard. Let's figure it out, America. There's people that want to use petitions for gun laws, which is good. We should be. But also, psychological regulations here. It needs to be done. I don't mind if I need to go through a test. I will. We already have to jump through so many hoops already to get a gun. And you know what? At the end of the day, if I get a gun legitimately, and I'm sound in mind, then that means that I'm responsible at the end of the day. And if I can keep my weapon and use it only in the most extreme of circumstances, and only use it at the range, because I don't want to take another life. The other thing is, I don't think people really see the big picture when they take somebody out or kill somebody, because once you affect one person, you're going to affect everybody else. You're not forget about the companies, forget about the NRA, forget about the government. You're affecting human beings at the end of the day. So, it just needs to be done. These are individuals that we need to look at, and we need to look into ourselves of how the hell we've gotten into this, and how the heck we can get out of it. Because honestly, there's over 100 plus people that die. I know there's several countries that are worse than this, but this is America, for Christ's sake. We got to lower the murder rate, the crime rate, and everything else. Please, we need to do this. Goes to show that the country isn't really healthy. It's all facade. It's all just a dog and pony show to make ourselves look better than everybody else. It's not the true America. You know what? At the end of the day, I think that's important. I'm going to modify my ending slightly for this. So, everybody, long live America. God bless America. Long live democracy. Long live our independence. And long live our rights to be individuals. And amen to my grandparents' spirits. Amen to both of them. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I'm all here for another vlog from the Vlog Corner here. Here on February 17th, 2018. Let's straighten this out, guys. And I hope this message gets out to everybody. We can do this. We can promote change. Good night, everybody. That's my broadcast for tonight.